Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pain Scale. I'm here with you for, sorry, I'm here with you today for another story time. And it's going to be entitled My Dream Jobs. Um, and I don't have very many dream jobs, and what I'm about to say is, something like, oh my god, he's so Gen Z, or, all this. Reality is, I never dreamed of labor. Now, when I was a kid, I dreamed about being free, just like one day, as a kid, I still have pretty vivid imagination, but, even so as a kid, I guess I just wanted to sprout wings and fly away, all the bullshit I was going through. And, I just kind of wanted to do my own thing, I guess, as, 20, from looking back when I was a kid to now where I'm 27 years old, will be 28 in a couple months, in April. It's just, I guess my dream job was always really just freedom and like being, myself, and one of the things that I do now is I write. Like I do. I write like short stories and stuff like that. I never previously in my life ever considered being a writer, but now it's like I'm finally like letting out my emotions. I guess something awoken in me, and I just started to like write one day, like just like stories of like how I feel, you know. And it's like wow, like maybe this is something I could do in the future, like write, because in reality I'm just not really good with people. My mental health is really bad, so it's hard for me to be around people, especially due to my past experiences, stuff like that. And in reality, the feeling comes from it's like I just really don't want to be around people. It's I'm very you know I can be very fidgety. Sometimes the brain just doesn't work the right way. It's just whew, yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, it's like if I become like a writer, I can do that just by myself here in my room, or anywhere where I go. Like me and my aunt go to Barnes and Nobles. I've mentioned that in the past video. I love Barnes and Nobles. I could sit down and write there if I so please. But yeah, it's that's something I never thought I would be interested in, but now I am interested in that. And then I guess I could say my second dream job would be a professional wrestling, not announcer, but commentator. Yeah, I really like. Yeah, I've mentioned before too. Yeah, I really like pro wrestling. I would love to be a commentator, um, especially at a really exciting show like that'd be cool to like commentate like at WrestleMania or something. But I'm not. At the moment, I'm not taking steps, to become a, pro wrestling announcer. That's more of a fantasy than anything. But it's still a dream though. So and coming to a point now in my life, you know, where I'm just like doing my own thing. It's like more than anything now. My dreams are like my dream, like my wants and my needs, they're so important to me, because it's like for such a long time, like I'd put things ahead of, like whether that be when I worked at one of my really shitty jobs, or I just put other people ahead of me, like mentally. And it's like it's I'm not trying to say that like I'm not trying to say that as like a like I guess I could sound like narcissistic when I say that. I'm not a narcissist at all, because narcissism, if I'm not mistaken, that requires you to love myself. I love myself to a degree, but a big portion of me is like kind of hates myself. So, you know, but yeah, it's sorry, I just kind of got off topic there, but let me get back on. You know, people need to realize, what you want to do in this life is so important, because it's we come up in a world um, where it's taught that it's really important, to get a job or work for somebody else. It's like I'm so sick of working for other people and fulfilling other people's dreams. At this point in time in my life, I truly recognize like I'm a singular being. My own human being. I have my wants, my needs, and I want to take care of those. And I think I'm so passionate about that now is because it's like I really never embraced that before. Taking care of my wants and my needs. Um, yeah, I well, so, it's like thinking about me. Like 2 3 years ago, maybe even four. It's like I wasn't mentally, really wasn't like mentally correct. Even now, like I'm still pretty down on the mental health scale, but it's just it's it's hard for me. So it's like I'm trying to find something that I can do, like even YouTube. That would be like if I can do this and like legitimately help people. The best way that I can. I'm not. I've stated before. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm none of the above. I'm just a guy who's been through some shit, and it's like I'm trying to help people, who have been through some shit as well. I think that's very important to do, especially when there's really no outlets for that. People have been through some shit. It's like I know they're like here where I live, um, in Vegas. They have some mental health care centers, but it's like still it's like thinking like in this day and age, mental there's not a great importance put on mental health when in reality there should be a great importance on mental health. That should be the biggest thing. Some people are so obsessed with talking about like like business and money, like fuck all that shit. We need a greater emphasis on mental health, and helping people, shit that's actually fucking important in this world. It's like it's ridiculous. Some people worry about making money. That's all they worry. That's all. Some people are worried about. Some people are they just get up and they're like money, money, money. It's like in reality, it's not like that. Or real in reality, it should not be like that because it's really sad to think our existence is just based on that one thing. It's like um trying to think. George Carlin, he did like an interview or something before. I've only seen like a bit of it. I never watched like the full thing. I think it was like an interview, but he had said, when he was talking about human beings, he was talking, his there's some anger in his voice, and he said, that anger is because of the wasted potential of humanity or human beings. I believe that's what he said. Which I can 100% understand that. It's human beings are just you know we are the best way to put it is we are wasted potential. We could have done so many things. We could have all gotten together and made a better world, but people are so divided by the dumb shit, like money, race, religion, nationality, whatever the fuck, that dumb shit. People are so obsessed with that stuff, and it's ridiculous. It really is. And that's like I'm now trying to. The best way to put it is run away from that, because it's like I'm trying to run away from that because it's like I just don't want to be around that negativity anymore. I can't do it. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting a bit off of track again here, but yeah, it's don't. Uh, well, here's some advice for me. About if you have some dream jobs. Don't let them slip away. Especially if it's something that you can accomplish. If you want to be a artist or a writer. Yeah, if you also want to be a writer, oh, excuse me, ooh, that's fantastic. We need more writers in this world. We don't need more hustling idiots in this world. Also, um, feel free, like, write down your dreams, or if you have an idea for a book, write it down. Recently, um, I gave my aunt some money to get, off Amazon. This is nothing, this isn't like a book. This looks like a, Lord of the Rings on the cover, like a Lord of the Rings type cover. But this is just a journal. I call this my dream journal, and it's got a lot of pages in it, just where I want to start writing stuff. Oh, sorry, I know that the image quality isn't the best, but but yeah, I'm gonna start, just writing my dreams in, or like if I, not only my dreams but my wants and needs in here as well. I think that's important, to write stuff down. Um, yeah, just write it down, get it down. But that's just my dream journal. I also have, a journal. I usually bring this to therapy. This one is it. There's One Piece right there. I'm a One Piece fan. But yeah, this is, where I write more. Sorry, trying to get that angle right. This is where I write, my more, I say more my darker feel, really my feelings in general, so I could share in therapy. So, it's like write your dreams down, and also feel free to write your feelings down too. That's also very important. So, and it never stop thinking, your dreams are not important, because they are. It's like we live in a world full of brainless idiots, in this world, and we need more dreamers. That those are the kind of people I want to be around. I want to be around the dreamers. I want to be around people, who want to talk about important stuff, or talk about the world, or how to make the world actually fucking better, for human beings, stuff like that. Those are the kind of people I want to be around. Excuse me. Not to say, I'm an uppity asshole. I can't act like it sometimes. Won't lie. But you know, yeah, I'm just, I'm a down to earth. I used to think more of myself. I guess almost to the point of, narcissism. I used to think like I'm like, whoa, like I'm this special. It's ridiculous. I cringe at the thought, but it's part of getting becoming a better person is accepting not only yourself but all the bad, and you have to understand how to get rid of the bad too. So and now that I'm getting better, I can actually focus on my dreams and stuff that I want to do now. So that's very important. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here on this story time. If you'd like to leave a like, feel free. If you'd like to leave a comment, feel free. If you are watching this, thank you very much, and you have a good one. Thank you.